Hi, I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Thanks for being here at the Tarot Tips. Over the next couple of videos, I thought we would do some actual readings. I'm going to refer to my Tarot Spreads and Layouts book, which you may or may not have. It's published by Schiffer. You can get it at your local bookstore. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it through me. You can get it through the publisher. Even though I've never really been totally happy with how the book was put together at the publisher, I am proud of the content. It's clear, it's concise, it shows simple ways to use just a few cards to get some, what I think of as succinct answers or replies or responses to common queries that people have. So today we're going to talk about a really simple relationship layout, a way to, or again, I like to think of it more like a method than a layout. Over the next couple of videos, we'll look at issues of timing, and then we'll look at choices. How do I deal with a question or a query or an issue in my life when I have a couple of different options? Should I take the job? Should I leave the job? Should I think about moving up in the company? Should I quit the company? Those sorts of things. So we're going to be doing, quote, live readings. I probably will be using made-up scenarios in this group of tarot videos. The next 2 or 3, maybe 4 videos. We'll be dealing with specific layouts that you could find in the Tarot Spreads and Layouts book. Or really just simple ways to use cards. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't think we need a lot of cards to get good answers. I think if we ask a succinct question, we can get a pretty clear answer to our question. So I think that's about it. Let's go to the tarot table. Like I said, today we're going to look at a very simple way to look at relationships. Okay, let me also say, I guess before we cut away to the table, that relationships, you know, that could be me and my partner, it could be me and my daughter, it could be me and my dog, it could be me and my coworker, it could be me and my house, some inanimate object. What's my relationship to that? What is its relationship to me? Could be the place where I live. So try to think of how you might use this layout if you're thinking about your relationship to any person or anything. It doesn't have to be a person you're in an intimate love relationship with. We have relationships with all sorts of people and all sorts of ideas and all sorts of things in many places of our life. So keeping that in mind, let's go to the tarot table. All right, let's follow up on another concept that I've mentioned in the recent videos, and that is when you're drawing your cards, leave everything face down until you get everything pulled. It helps keep us focused on the question and not distracted by the images that we might see already out on the table. So a simple way to look at relationships is just to pull a couple of cards for each person who is in the relationship. So again, a made-up scenario here. I'm going to say this is person A. Get him in the frame. We will say this is person B. Pulling the cards at random. This one's sticking out, so I'm going to pick this as my helper card. Okay, so person A, person B. So this is going to show us relationship dynamics. Where is this person in regards to this person? What is this person's energy in relationship to this person? Specific to this situation. So I might pull other cards for person A in regards to somebody else. Those would be a totally different pull, a totally different draw. These are very particularly about where is this person's energy with that person? Where is that person's energy with this person? Okay. The 5th card here is a helper card, which I think of as what do I need to know about this relationship? We'll talk more about that helper card in a minute. So what this enables us to do is to look at a relationship without asking a question. The question is sort of intrinsic in the way that we pulled the cards. The question essentially is, what are the relationship dynamics between person A and person B? So let's see what we get, and then we'll talk about what we see. Person A, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords. I'm going to do just a little interpreting here before we take a look at the other side. Person A, they're very much in a time of transition and really are not thinking about the future. They're not really looking to make a commitment. They're not doing much but sort of waiting to see how things unfold. So in some ways we see a major arcana card and then a card of the mind. So this person might be in a fairly significant time of flux and change in their life, and maybe, is just riding it out and waiting to see what happens for them. So that's where their energy is sitting in regards to this person. Where is this person? Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So this person has somewhat of an easygoing vibe around it. Four of Pentacles and Seven of Wands indicate, okay, that person might be struggling a little bit more. Let me just make the point that a couple of these came up reversed. When I'm drawing cards like this, I don't normally take reversed into consideration. So just for the ease of interpretation and looking at these, I'm going to turn them right side up. So person B, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, they are sitting tight. They too are maybe waiting to see what's happening. They might be guarding themselves somewhat. But whereas this person does have a sort of laissez-faire kind of attitude about things, this person is struggling. Seven of Wands. It looks like they have an agenda. There's something that they want to get done or move through or make happen. And so while they are sitting tight, they also have a lot of active fiery energy here. So this person A, does not look like they have an inner conflict. Person B looks like they're trying to hold two different kinds of energies. I'm hanging around and I'm waiting, but I'm also antsy and maybe a little confrontative here. So we can get a lot of information by not even asking a question and using this fairly simple method to take a look at relationship dynamics. So you can build off this initial, you could say, where am I, where is the other person kind of layout, and go into all sorts of questions. Now there are a lot of suggested questions in the Tarot Spreads and Layouts book. Some of them around the relationship issue might be, what is my best approach to this person? What does this person maybe most need from me? How do I protect myself or take care of myself in this relationship or at this time in my life? Really, the possibilities are endless. This is just the first kind of framework that you can build on to look at the complexities of any connection between two different people or a person and anything else that's in their environment. So for the sake of our exercise here, I pulled a helper card. What do I need to know about, again, being specific about what your helper card means? Is that a helper for you? Is that a helper for the situation? I pulled this helper card to indicate, what do I need to know about the state of this relationship? And I get Four of Swords, which seems pretty consistent with some of these other things we've seen. It's a lot like this Four of Pentacles. It's got the same tone as those first two cards. What do I need to know about this relationship? Don't think about it too much. Let things unfold as they will. Try to not have an agenda about where it's going or what the other person might be thinking or what the other person might need from you. Lots of possible interpretations on that Four of Swords. I think it's interesting, except for that 10, that Wheel of Fortune. All these others are minor arcana. And you do get a couple of fours, which are going to indicate some sort of static quality. And this thing that's static here is the not knowing. You know, whatever's going on here is uncertain. You can't push the river here. I think that if this is the helper card, or what do I need to know about it, that certain things are going to be unchangeable and certain things are not yet known. So let's just wait and see. Okay, so a very simple method that can give you a lot of information. One of the best things I like about this kind of way of looking at a relationship is that you don't have to ask a question, because sometimes that's the hardest part in doing a reading. What's my real question? So showing relationship dynamics, what do I need to know about it? What can help me move forward? It can be very clarifying because relationships can be so easily misread. So play around with that. Hopefully that's something that will be useful for you as you're looking at your connections with other people. Thanks for being at the Tarot Tips, and we'll see you next time.